I will write a book this year. I will start learning Chinese. I'm going to journal every day. So why do 99% of people give up? And how do you actually build habits that stick? Without forcing yourself, without turning your life at waking up at 5 a.m. or relying purely on motivation. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. And today we are talking about habits, something we all dream about having, but they never seem to last. We've all been there. You buy a cute notebook, order a static water bottle, tons of running gear, and you're thinking, tomorrow I'm going to run. And tomorrow comes and you're like, I'll start on Monday. If it sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not lazy, bestie. You're not lazy. Your brain is just designed to preserve your energy, okay? We need to survive. It's not about being the best version of yourself, it's about surviving. So you're not lazy, but we need to hack the system because that's not going to be good for us. And most of us actually were taught the wrong way to do the habits, like to do the tracker or to try do everything at once, or in social media we are shown way more like unrealistic way of this happening, so we are actually giving up easily. So yeah, so today I'm going to show you why habits usually fail, how to make them actually stick, and my favorite little life hacks to make the whole process easier and even a bit of fun. Because yes, besties, habits should not feel like punishment, because if something feel like punishment you would not do that, and we need to do that. So grab your matcha tea, your emotional support water bottle, a plushie to cuddle with, sorry Billie Eilish. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I would advise everyone who's starting with the habits and discipline style is to stop relying on motivation. Like I see a lot of those quotes, stay motivated, feel motivated, remind yourself your motivation. But actually motivation comes rarely, and for me it comes never, okay? But we still need to do that, and it depends on your mental health state, of course, but usually like motivation never comes. Never. So motivation, it reminds me of the toxic situationship that goes you after 2 days, and then you're like, you cannot be without it, and you miss the feeling of that motivation, but it's never the same again. Amazing on January 1st. It's amazing when you watch motivational TikTok. It's amazing when you buy 10 planners. But when it comes to actually doing stuff, motivation doesn't help. Motivation could be a push force at the start to create, like, whether you want to do the habit, and it's important to have your why and know your why, but relying on to motivation every day is stupid. You simply need to make the habit so easy that you don't need to have to rely on anything to do that. Think about brushing your teeth. Are you actually standing up and thinking, oh, do I want to brush my teeth today or no? No, you made the, like, that's discipline. That's how you do stuff. You need to like sleep. You need to drink water or something like that. You need to eat. I know this is like social media thing, and people tell, oh, I forgot to eat today. I don't know who the hell forgets to eat today, but I never forget to eat. I'm always hungry, so I never ask myself like, oh, do I actually want to have it? No, I have hunger, I want to eat. The same with the teeth, like you brush your teeth every day. For example, you do a lot of stuff already that you don't even know, and those are already habits. Even the bad ones that you choose every day, those are still habits, and those you still have. So you cannot wake up and think, oh my god, I'm so motivated to brush my teeth today. Today is the day I finally brush my teeth. Maybe, I'm sorry if that's your situation, because maybe some people are actually in that mental state, and it's amazing if you just woke up today. It's great. But whoever wants to build more habits and wants to do it the easy way and the nice way, you can stay. And to close the first chapter, action brings motivation. Motivation never comes just because. Usually you start and then motivation comes, and then you're like, oh, I'm so good at this, I need to do it again. That's only like self-reassurance. Motivation, that's when it comes through action. So you actually need to do stuff to get motivated to do stuff. This is very weird, but it's how it works. Second rule should be, make it as easy as possible, like ridiculously easy to do. Everything for me. For example, instead of running 10 miles, I don't know, running a mile, running 20 minutes, it's only to put your shoes on. So whenever like you put your for example, running clothes and shoes on, you have them prepared, and you're like, uh, it's kind of embarrassing not to even go for a little run. Okay, maybe 2 minutes, and you actually go outside, but you might think, no, this day is shitty, I don't want to do shit. And then you're putting your shoes on and you're not going outside, but you did complete the habit, and your brain understands, oh my god, she actually did that, so we are running, we are runners. The same I do with piano. Sometimes I don't have the mental capacity to do stuff, so I would just play the simple drill, like with my fingers, or replay the melody, which would take 2 or 3 minutes for me, but at least I knew I played piano today. My brain cells and connections between them got stronger. So that's amazing. So for example, you need to do one squat, not a workout. You need to put your workout clothes instead of just going to the gym. You need to read one page every day, one page. Sometimes you can only open a book. This is the most ridiculous thing I did, but to get back to reading, I open a book and I read. Like my actual like ritual to close the day is I need to open a book. So I can read one sentence from the random stuff. I read half a book already in a week, because I'm opening it and I'm like, it's embarrassing to not even read right now. So, but sometimes I might not read, sometimes it's one sentence, and it's still okay. Have the habit going. So take your habit and make it ridiculously easy, that you would laugh at it and have time to do it, because your confidence grows and you give yourself a promise and you keep it. And next time you want to do something that's a bit heavier than that, you would be like, I already did that so many times, I can do this. You can do this. And the third rule, stop making habits like all or nothing game. I'm a crazy perfectionist. I would love everything to be done perfectly and nothing ever go out of plan for me. But life is not perfect. If, for example, you would say, if I cannot do like an hour of workout, what's the point? I cannot learn German like 2 hours, what's the point? That's the point. Small actions add up. And consistency always would beat perfection every time, because it adds up and it makes you the person that you are. Every little choice that you make every day, not that shit like, oh my god, I learned, like, would you rather brush your teeth once in a year for 19 hours, or would you rather brush your teeth every evening? Like, so for example, you understand, like, I don't have the capacity to do a 10 out of 10. I can do 3 out of 10 today. I can read one page. I can only put on the shoe. That's why we are starting very small, to get comfortable with it, and then you can expand. Of course, you can like say like, oh my god, I'm going to, but you are going to just get used to this, that you are actually doing stuff, and it will become easier. Next rule is romanticize your habits. This is for my girlies. What we are doing, we are lighting a candle, we are putting on the outfit we feel good in. If I want to learn language, I would have my laptop, have my table look nicely, maybe a candle lit, nice drink to have, maybe a little snack if I get hungry, and I try to still make it not like too long. If something takes more than 20 minutes, try to batch it and make 5-minute breaks, because otherwise your brain is going to boil. Will it make your learning better, like the way your table looks? No. But will your brain love doing that and want to do it more? Yes. Brain loves reward, and whatever reward you will create in your brain, you'll be like, oh, that's amazing, we are doing that again. Next rule is habit stacking. It's actually cheating. It's cheating that I found out. You actually know a lot of habits and have a lot of habits already. You can do it 3 ways: during, after, or before. So for example, you have the habit that you do, like brush your teeth. During brushing your teeth, you will do squats. As simple as that. You will brush your teeth with this hand and you will have like bicep curls. I don't know, that just came to my head because I always do them. So for example, learning the language, whenever I'm working the first hour, I don't have like anyone in there. I'm listening to podcasts. It's at least 30 minutes of podcasts, and it requires nothing from me, but I'm learning, and I found out that that's how I started to actually learn more and trust myself more, that I can actually learn the language and become more confident in it. And it doesn't matter doesn't matter how slow it is, because it's already learning a language, and that's amazing, and you should be proud of yourself. So yeah, you simply can do it, like for example, after my breakfast I'll go for a little walk, something like that, you know? So just add the habits and think what you can add when you have time, and what could be altered to make those habits not like some weird new existing shit, but just tie them to what you already have. Rule is actually very good. It's make failure part of the plan. So when you are expected, when you expect yourself to fail, like that you will skip it on some days, that you will feel shitty, it would make it so much easier and take so much pressure away, because you would understand, okay, I cannot do it today, like I don't have time. Even though I still do believe that 1 minute putting your shoes on, you really don't have time. So that's why it's important to make the habits easy, so you cannot say no. But if something happened, I don't know, the world ended and you cannot do it, I always say that you cannot skip it twice. You can skip it once, yeah, but skipping it twice means repeating the pattern of skipping stuff. You are now a habit skipper, not a habit, not habit. How to call that? Not habit doer. You habit skipper, not habit doer. So yeah, sometimes you will do less. You will do not perfect. You will like sit through the lesson, for example, and you would like not understand the shit, but you still learned that you did that. You would run and you would feel horrible after 5 minutes and go back in, and it's okay. But what's important is you actually did the habit and your brain registered, oh my god, we did that today again. Don't restart the habit immediately next Monday, next month. Don't. I know our brain loves those numbers, but it doesn't work like that. And one time when I was doing very unhealthy habit and I said tomorrow, 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 it took me 4 years to quit that. So yeah, so my next advice is stop trying to become a new person the next day, but change your identity with time. So I want to run. You need to ask yourself, what would a runner do? Like, I'm a runner. I'm a runner now because I ran once. I'm a runner technically, yeah. What the hell, fake it till you make it. Right now you would say like, I play on the piano. I'm pianist. How they called? How they called? I'm piano player. You would say I'm piano player, and they would be like, do you know how to actually like play a lot of stuff? No, I play it, so I'm a player already. I know 3 notes, I'm a player. It would change the way you think, because for example, I would be like, I'm a healthy person, so whenever I want to eat 10 candies and I'm like, but I'm a healthy person, like, do I need 10? I can eat 1, I can eat 2. If I'm very sad, I can eat 3. But then I will drink water, have a good full meal, feel good about it, so I wouldn't be unhealthy because of that. And for example, I would be like, I don't want to play, but I'm a piano player. I need to play. I'm a player, I need to play. And you just set yourself in, like, set this into your identity, and it's actually easier. For example, you would be like, I'm a writer. You can write 1 sentence in your journal one day, and you would be, I'm a writer, because you can be as delusional as you want if that helps you actually sustainably do your habit. And my favorite type of mindset is that you have to be the person who keeps the promise to themselves, because I always like prided myself in being the person who keeps the word I give to someone, but I realized that I often didn't keep a word to myself, and that actually crushes your self-esteem, and it's very bad for you. So I would advise you take yourself as seriously, like those words you give to yourself even more important than the words you give to people. So with every little action, you're going to reinforce the belief that I can actually do stuff, I can trust myself with stuff, I am capable of stuff. Without that belief, it will be very hard to stick to like solid habits. That's why we are trying to make them very easy, very doable. You can do like make this more into a game, like, because your brain doesn't like serious stuff. They will be like, Sophia, shut up. Next advice is also to keep the habit in reach. For example, you cannot drink more water if your water bottle is in the box out of the window. You cannot. It should be on your table next to you with you in the bag. It stays here. I have 2 liters. I drink 2 liters a day, thanks to me. You cannot remember those damn vitamins if they are not standing next to you. My stay next to me. My book is also here. My journal is over there. I have piano always opened. It would take like less than 10 seconds to plug it in. Once it was in a case, I didn't play for 3 months. The same goes with your wardrobe, for example. You don't remember, you'll be like, oh, I forgot I bought it. Of course you did, because you never looked. Habits, good habits close, bad habits afar. If you are sitting in your phone too much, keep it away. I'm not saying another room. That's not very doable. But you're on your bed, put it on the table right over there. And try not to do everything at once, because if you want 10 habits at the same time, that's not doable. And a lot of the people tell that it takes 21 days to form a habit. My therapist told me that's 3 months and 21 days usually, but I do believe that it's actually a lot more than that. And it takes all those 1 days, when you're not doing stuff, the next you need to come back. And even after a year, you still can skip it for 1 day, for 2 days. It's just the possibility of you coming back would be stronger, but you still can give up. So after 1 day of skipping, if something happened, don't make it into a habit. Do come back. Come back. Tea time. So I have the biggest procrastination issues known into the world. And I actually I wouldn't do a shit. I wouldn't do shit. If you ask me what my motivation is, I don't know. I don't have one. I don't have one. But what I learned to have is at least a little bit of discipline, okay? I wouldn't call my routine perfect, but I have stuff that I do that helps me keep my focus in my very fragile energy, at least something like that. I always have the day closing ritual, because my therapist told me that. She tells me what to do sometimes, but she cannot, like, sometimes we cannot even come up with what to do, both of us. Two geniuses, we are like, what to do here? But yeah, so she told me that I need to have a ritual to close the day. So every day I would feel that the day actually ended, because sometimes when you don't when you don't do stuff, when you procrastinate, the next day would feel like the continuation of the previous one, especially if you didn't get proper sleep. So since I cannot start the day do a lot of stuff, because I go to work very fast after I wake up, I need to have solid evening routine to feel like I'm ending the day and I'm starting a new one. So what I'm doing to plan the next day at first, then I'm doing my skincare, a little stretch before bed. So I journal, and then I open a book. I can read, I cannot read, I need to open a book. That's how my day ends. And I can still sit on the phone after that, yeah, but I cannot do it past 10. So until 10, I can do whatever the hell I want. If I close my day at 9, I have an hour, I can sit in my phone. It's fine. It does not disrupt my sleep actually, but I need to do it anyway. So yeah, and you need to set some rules with you. And also one thing that helped me is to shift from I need to I want, because when you tell your brain I need to do stuff, it would say, no, Sophia, you don't need to do a shit. You need to lay down, sleep. I don't want to think. I need to learn German. And you would say, I want to learn German because I want to be more fluent and I want to find a new job. And I actually like to learn stuff. So that would be amazing, because since I am already on a course to actually learn German today and feel better about it, and you can find 1,000 reasons to do so. So yeah, try to convince yourself the way you convince yourself into not doing stuff. Try to convince yourself into doing stuff. That actually helped me a lot. And today I try to remind myself that instead of need, like, oh, I need to, I want to. I wrote that in a plan, I want to do that. No one forces me to do that. I want to do that. I also journal every day to track my progress. So in the evening, it would be very simple. Hi there. And then I would write down everything that I did today. For example, I would write skincare, talked with mom, journaling, close the day, play piano, learned 5 words, did my course, listened to podcasts, went on a walk, even pooped well. Whatever I did well this day, I would write there. It could be like this long list, because I need everything. And then when I tell I don't do a shit and I want to procrastinate, I open it and I read like, oh my god, I actually did a lot today. Because sometimes when your mind is a perfectionist and works like mine, you would think, I did not do anything today. And then you look at the hell long list of what you did and you're like, amazing, good night. So besties, I want you to remember, make it tiny, make it easy, don't chase perfection, never miss twice. Don't rely on motivation, and remember, every little step counts and will bring you to the result you want. You don't have to change your life by Monday or by tomorrow. You need to be, they say what, 1% better every day. You need to be better every day to do your best. I'm never saying better because it's very vague. You need to do your best. At your energy, at whatever you can do your best. So if you enjoyed the video, give me a like, subscribe, and also write in the comments what habit are you starting. Sundays and Mondays, I'm going to put my running shoes on after I have breakfast, for example. You need it to be specific, doable, that you will not forget, and very easy, that you cannot say no. So yeah, share one habit in the comment that you are trying to do this week. Not 10, not 20. Try one. I'm going to read every single comment since I don't have many, but you need to remind yourself every day you are doing that. You can comment, come back here and comment, and I will say, well, I'm so happy for you, you're amazing. So yeah, I'll hype you up. And if you have any more ideas for the videos, obviously tell me. I know I've been kind of off YouTube for a bit, but now I'm back. I am more interested in long-term content right now than the short one, because my attention span is like a goldfish and I need to take it back. Really nice talking to you all, and you have a peaceful time, whatever time zone you're in. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'll take with you my magnesium. I'm working on a vlog. I don't know what will come faster. This one or my healing diaries, I don't know what. But whatever comes first, be happy that I added it. Probably this one. I hope in 2 days it will come out. I'm kind of motivated. Yes. I need to do it. I want to do it. I need to tell something from my life, right? I ordered some type of test of vitamin D and iron. Damn it. YEEY sent me the cleanser. I did not tell them that I'm going to put it into this video. Actually, they're very kind, because this is the third package and this is my dream brand to work with. And yeah, I know, like, this is my dream brand. And beta glucan, hello. Dates and telephone just finished. This is not an ad or anything. I'm just genuinely going to try this, and I'm sure it will be amazing, as all of the products are. I'm going on vacation, so before my vacation, I'm supposed to post this one and the healing diaries, the weekly vlog, the first one of its kind. I'm supposed to post that, and I will go on my vacation, and for a week I'll be away and happy and free and there. I love you all so much, and thank you for watching until this time. You are so nice staying here. I hope the information helped. I hope it helped. So